Today's news.
Pardon backlash. Democrats have Biden had gone too far, calling the pardon improper. Pentagon pick under fire.
These allegations are coming from Republicans. These aren't the Democrats alleging.
Desperate call to police.
I need help. My car won't stop. My brakes aren't working.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. President Biden is facing strong pushback from members of both parties after his decision to pardon his son Hunter. CBS's Scott McFarlane is on Capitol Hill.
Several fellow Democrats blasting the president's choice. Some calling the pardon unwise and improper, adding he put personal interest ahead of duty. Republicans also blistered the president for not keeping previous promises he wouldn't pardon his own son.
His suspension further undermines the public's confidence.
And for the scope and size of the pardon.
Basically, anything that happened in the last 10 years. I was surprised. I was disappointed.
January 6th defendants have also increasingly latched onto the issue. More have sought release from custody or delays in their criminal proceedings since Hunter Biden's pardon was issued. Some citing Trump's call for pardons for riot defendants.
Correspondent Nancy Cordes has the latest allegations that have surfaced about President-elect Trump's pick for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
CBS News confirmed that back in 2016, Hegseth was forced to step down as head of the nonprofit Concerned Veterans for America after staffers accused him of financial mismanagement, sexual misconduct, and repeated intoxication. So at one point, Hegseth had to be restrained while drunk from joining the dancers on the stage of a Louisiana strip club where he had brought his team. On Capitol Hill, CBS News' Nicole Killian asked Hegseth about all of that. Was ever drunk while traveling on the job?
On social media, Trump said there would be, quote, hell to pay if Hamas does not release all the hostages it holds in Gaza by the time he takes office. It's not clear if he was signaling possible U.S. military involvement. CBS's Deborah Patta has more on the desperation being expressed by families of the captives.
They have tried shelter, pleading, anger. Nothing worked. So now they have gone quiet. The protesters here hope that their silence will speak more powerfully than any words, but the message remains the same: bring them home now. Everyone is worried that time is running out to save them. Alles ist von noch paar Buchstaben, Brother Yogev. We should be alive and ill today. Many protesters here believe Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is deliberately prolonging the war to avoid his upcoming corruption trial. We are all slaves of his private interest. They
South Korea's president has declared an emergency martial law, accusing the country's opposition of controlling parliaments and paralyzing the government with what he termed anti-state activity. People are digging out from several feet of snow in the Great Lakes region, and freezing temperatures in the Northeast are expected to extend all the way to Florida by tomorrow morning. Here's CBS's Rob Marciano.
Parts of western New York are dealing with another round of heavy snow, more than 55 inches in the last 4 days. First responders and neighbors were on the scene of a roof collapse, the barn caving in on over 100 cattle huddled inside, killing 4 and injuring several more. It's awful. Tragic. Colleen Aldridge and her husband Doug have owned their farm for nearly 20 years.
How do we get through the rest of the winter?
Snow blowing off the Great Lakes has buried parts of Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 47 degrees in Emeryville, California.